Hello and welcome to the Handsome Boys podcast. Today we're just doing a little bit of a test thing. I've got myself, got Tom,
Yep,
and we've got Jake.
Hiya.
And basically, we're doing a little test thing because we've recently got access to these podcast studios, and I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're here and we're just gonna have a bit of a chat. And don't know how long this will be, but it's on the YouTube, so feel free to just, I don't know, stick it on in the background while you do something. No visuals or anything, but we're just going to have a little bit of a chat. And Tom wants to start us off.
I just want to talk about April Fool's Day for a hot minute. I didn't get pranked yesterday.
Not one?
Not once. Did anybody get pranked?
I don't get pranked, but I always prank the same person.
Okay.
What do you do?
My best mate Dan from home, I'll always message him something deadly serious, but it will be completely stupid. Like a couple of years ago, like this is the first time it started, I was like, Dan, I need to admit something to you. He's like, what, are you okay? I was like, yeah, it's just I've realised something about myself. And it kept it going for like an hour, and he's like, just fucking tell me what's going on. And then just went, I'm sexually attracted to rocks, I'll be honest. And he just puts fuck you.
Yeah, just like clocks it. It's like, oh, you're taking the piss.
I convinced him last year Kaya was pregnant.
Oh.
And that we were having a kid, and she'd been pregnant for months, and I'd not told anyone. And I was naming it after him. And he genuinely, for an hour, was on it. Was like, okay, do you need anything? I'll come drive you places. Like, I was like, Dan, I'm fucking with you. Don't worry about it.
How does he not clock it? Or does he? And he just plays into it?
Dan's really shit with dates.
Yeah.
So I think if he clocks it, like he has in the past, clocked it April 1st and gone, fuck you immediately.
Yeah.
But normally you won't. But sometimes I'll like this year I haven't done it, so I'll leave it and then come back to it a year later.
I tend to forget that it's April Fool's Day when it is, because I don't prank or get pranked, really.
Yeah.
I don't really see the point.
I only did it once, and then from there it just
kind of led into it, yeah.
Well, I used to do this yearly tradition. So, year 9, year 10, I was in hospital, but like properly in hospital. Like, I had the gown, I had the little thing around my wrist with my name on the wires,
Jesus.
everything. And I was lying there, and I was like, I need to take photos, okay, because this could be cool. So when April came around, I had these photos to tell, and I was like, I could prank a lot of people who didn't know I was in hospital and come up with loads of bullshit. So for the next 3 years, I'd like message random people like, oh, I was rushed into hospital yesterday, and just coming up with really bad lies and everything.
Just use the same photos.
Just use the same photos. It was great.
There you go.
Never mind.
April Fools.
No one got pranked yesterday?
No, unfortunately not.
Nothing.
It's one of those. April Fools feels like a bit of a dead meme.
This is it.
Like I feel
very
like
primary school, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's funny. I was having a bit of a thought about like holidays and traditions and things and how stupid some of them can be. Like for me, I genuinely don't really see the point in like Halloween, for example.
Oh, I love Halloween.
I love it. I genuinely do enjoy it. But why does it exist? Where's it come about?
It's an American thing, isn't it?
It is. That's what I mean. It's mainly in this country. We just don't really do anything for it.
It's the thing is like, so I was talking to my stepdad about this because he's big into like American culture. He hates them, but he's big into American culture.
He's interested in it.
Yeah, and he was saying Halloween over there. He wants to go over one year.
To be real. Sorry, let me just carry on.
He wants to go over for Halloween.
Weren't you saying that we should keep our phones on mute and stuff?
Yeah. Be real bypasses that.
Oh,
is it actually?
It does on my one, yeah. Right, continue.
Yeah, like he was saying, he wants to go over for Halloween one year and just experience it because every house is decorated to the max. Everybody goes out,
especially like Harlem.
Yeah, they have like street parties. He just wants to go one year and just experience it. Whereas here, you're lucky if every 3 houses are decorated. Do you know what I mean? Nobody gives a shit for it.
I remember there was one time I was probably maybe 10, 11, something like that. I'd never done anything with Halloween because I never really cared for it. And I must admit, I got into a lot of like, I wouldn't even call them traditions. I just got into a lot of things later than most kids did in terms of like just interests and things that you generally speaking, you've tried it here or there.
Yeah.
Like any kid in this country who's like 10 or older has had a sip of their dad's pint or something like, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And I had stuff like that, but not for a lot of things, and Halloween was one of the things where I just never really did anything for it. So we got to the point where I was like 11, 12, something like that, and I'd never been trick-or-treating, and I thought it was something that was like really, really common.
Everyone does it.
Because it was one of those things that my mum and we always had the sort of, you put the little signs up in the window that says we don't accept, we don't want any trick-or-treaters and that kind of thing. because it was just annoying for them. So I always thought like, oh, they put the signs up because they must get absolutely loads. And then you go for a walk around the hometown and there's just no, like, we had a bit of a rule where you only knock on doors who've got decorations up because it's clear that they want it.
Yeah, that's normally what you do.
And we were walking for a while in between each house most of the time, and it's not really something that you get here. I feel for some reason Halloween just isn't big anywhere except America.
What is our favourite holiday, gentlemen?
Because mine, Christmas.
I hate Christmas. I'll be honest.
Really?
I'm a big Grinch when it comes to Christmas. I don't like it.
See, for me, it's like best bit of Christmas for me is the meal.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not arsed.
No.
Oh, really?
I hate the gifts because I hate the financial stress of, well, and also just like, I don't want to not get someone something, but I hate thinking of things to get
My
people.
dad's got a similar mindset.
I'd rather just, you don't get me anything and I don't get you anything, and we just shake hands on that.
My dad's kind of thing is like, it's particularly with me and my brother and that, he's like, look, I'd rather just get you things throughout the year.
Exactly.
Just one thing every couple of months or
there
something,
you go.
rather than spending a shitload of money at the end of the year for like a couple of things. I'd rather just if you want something and I can afford it, bang, sorted.
It's one of those things where it's always like, oh yeah, you can wait for Christmas for it. It's like, why? Like, you've already bought it. It's in top of your wardrobe. Can I not just have it now? You know what I mean? Like, I know it sounds greedy, but at the same time, I do just think, why have everything build up to this one day?
Well, this is it. This is what I like about Christmas. It isn't the day, it's the build up.
Yeah.
So you'll get 2 weeks off school, college, whatever. And then it's snowing outside, it's cold. Everyone's happier for some reason.
Yeah.
There's Christmas music on. And it's something that, I don't want to say everybody does, because everybody doesn't do it, but there's a lot of people who do it. Like, no one does Halloween, like we've said. You know, everyone's birthdays spread out through the year.
Yeah.
But Christmas, there's a lot of people who do Christmas. So it's just like, it's nice.
I must admit, when it gets to Christmas Day, I enjoy it a lot more than I think I will usually.
Yeah.
Like when the day actually comes around, I do have a good time. But it's just, I don't know. There was a few times where, like, I'd be buying Christmas presents for not even like random mates, for like my mum. I'd be buying stuff like the week of, sometimes the day before, and I just felt awful about it all the time because it's like, I don't know what to get you. You want it to be a surprise, so you're not going to tell me what to get. You're going to end up with nothing, and that just makes me feel like shit because I'm earning money. I should be buying something, but
I think my second favourite is a Rogue One, and it's Euros or World Cup.
Is that a holiday though?
It is a holiday.
It has to be. In this country, I think you have to.
In this
call
country,
it a
because it's always sunny.
We've got the Euros.
Beer
this year.
gardens are open.
I cannot wait for the Euros.
Everyone's wearing an England strip.
When is the Euros this year?
Probably July, something like that.
Something like that.
It's in Germany, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's all right.
It's so good. I can't wait.
Because they had the World Cup in like November last time because it was in a stupid country where it was warm all year round. So.
But I don't even like football that much. I don't follow football during the what's
this is the thing.
I don't really.
I couldn't care less. I don't know who the players are. But as soon as England comes around, I then know who all the players are in the starting 11. You know, I know who we're against. I'm really into it. I get, the full fridge stocked up with beer and stuff. It's great.
This is what I was going to... When you mentioned about like Christmas, it's like a thing that everyone does, right? Because I remember I used to talk with my ex about this, in that you can have absolutely no interest in football whatsoever, and as soon as international football comes around, everyone loves it.
I arguably would say that in like the Euros and the World Cup in this country is more popular than Christmas.
Yeah. Genuinely, I back that. Yeah, that's
I know
probably
it's
true. No, that's very
wasn't it
probably
when
true.
it was England v Scotland in the World Cup last time or something like that?
I think we played. Did we play them in the group stage or like
whenever
the
we
qualifiers
last
or
played
something?
Scotland? It was one of the most watched live broadcasts in England ever.
Yeah.
It was like 20 million views or something. And then when we were against Italy in the finals, it was just as high.
Because one thing you got to remember as well is you get a lot of people who don't celebrate Christmas and things like that.
Yeah.
However, they'll still be interested in watching the Euros or watching the World Cup.
Sport, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I think big sporting events as well. It's like this time round, I watched the fucking Super Bowl. I don't know anything about this. I kept making fun of it with I watched it with Aidan, one of our mates, and it was like 4 a.m. We had class the next day as well, and we must have been doing work or something, or at least attempting to, because I wouldn't have stayed up otherwise. But I think I just had it on in the background, and then ended up just actually watching it and enjoying it because what's his name? The commentator, I'll look it up in a minute. The commentator who does a lot of like Champions League games and stuff, he's got an iconic voice, and he was doing the coverage on ITV. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm loving this. And I kept looking on Twitter, I never use Twitter except for following the odd American YouTuber just to keep up with like their time zones and stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of them use Twitter.
Yeah. And they were making fun of, like, it was the Chiefs versus the 49ers, and they kept calling it the Queefs versus the 69ers. And just, I don't know, just being really stupid. And, like, it's so obvious that the Queefs are going to win because then Taylor Swift is going to float down on, like, a big platform. You know, like, just making, like, I don't know. But it just felt like a bit of a thing where it's like, you know what, just for a laugh, I'm going to stick it on. And genuinely enjoyed it, even though
I can do that. Like, I've been watching the darts recently. Like, not week in, week out, but casually, if I just so happen to be in, and the darts is on, I go, oh, go on then, watch a bit of the darts.
Stick it on.
Because it's such an easy sport to watch. It's like Formula 1. You don't need to know all the rules and that.
Yeah.
As long as you know what flag is what, which is dead easy.
You can roughly figure it out.
You can roughly work it out, but the darts is even easier. It's just literally the first one to 0, then they do that a couple more times, and then he wins.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's as easy as that.
This is it. My mum's been getting into snooker, and I'll come home after uni, and she'll be watching snooker. I know how to play pool, so snooker's semi-similar, but I'll just sit there, and it's just really satisfying just watching.
Yeah. Seeing
the games last fucking ages.
Seeing someone who's that good at it doing what they do as well, like,
and say,
the consistency of it.
My girlfriend's stepdad watches a lot of the snooker. He religiously watches it. He's played professional snooker himself. He loves it. But he'll genuinely, like, he'll get up at 10 o'clock in the morning. He might have recorded it the night before or whatever. Put it on at 10, and you'll be... By 6 o'clock, he's still watching the snooker.
Just
because it goes on for so long.
Oh, yeah.
It's another thing, like, my stepdad wants to go to the cricket because it's a 3-day thing. He said, what we'll do is we'll go to the Ashes and we'll just have a proper holiday, but we'll just watch the Ashes while we're there. Because as much as you don't know much about cricket, why not?
Something to do, innit?
Yeah.
Sport is a great kind of like community. If you can get rid of the whole hooliganism aspect of it.
But even then, I think there's an aspect of the hooliganism, as much as I think it's a big negative thing in terms of like publicity and stuff, but there's people, like, there's an audience for it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the idea of just chatting shit to the other team's fans, and then say, you know, if you're close enough to them, shouting, right, scrap after the game, and actually meeting them and just having a bit of a kickabout. Like, you know, I think there's a very fine line between when it comes like very violent and just like a laugh or like, you know, part of the game. But I don't know. I do think, like, with football especially, the hooliganism is one of my favourite parts of it, in terms of the aspect of you spend the whole 90 minutes just singing songs with the entire stadium about the other team.
There's a thing though with that though, is you got to remember there's football hooliganism, and then there's like the firms and actual shit going on.
Yeah, that's where that's like I say, it's a fine line.
You're getting dangerous, but
I'll tell you what does my head in though. You're saying about like watching sports and things. I love watching sports, genuinely. I didn't get into football till I was about 13, like 12, 13, for some reason. Even though I mean, I'm 20 now and I play football a lot. I love football now.
Yeah.
I got really lucky, actually. Fun story. So I'm a Leicester City fan, and I have been for my whole life. Even though I didn't watch it, at 4 years old or whatever at school, people say, yeah, who do you support? I'd always say Leicester because my dad did. From Leicester, it just made sense.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was like, do you know what? I'm going to start watching football. Guess which season I started watching football?
Go on.
Literally, like, the year before we won the Premier League. Like, I don't know how much you guys know about that story, but basically it was 5,000 to 1 odds of us winning. More chance of Jesus coming back from the dead, genuinely, than of Leicester winning the Premier League. And it was everything. It was, our manager was going to be the first one to be sacked, everything like that. And then, we won. I think we were 10 points clear of second place when we won.
I do remember it happening, because as much as I don't keep up with football,
it was so big.
Because everyone was talking about it.
Nothing will ever happen like that ever again. Yeah. It was absolute fairy tale. And literally, I got so lucky. My dad kept making the joke of, like, I had to wait 50 years for this. He only had to wait about 2. Because I literally started watching football, like, the season or 2 before that.
Yeah.
So that was wicked. But yeah, I do think football is so big because it's so easy to understand.
This is it. I think stories like that are great, but I think when they're trying to manufacture these kind of, like, Wrexham, as much as I'm enjoying the whole Wrexham kind of
that's kind of fallen off a bit now anyway, yeah.
I think it's fallen off and it's really kind of manufactured.
Same thing with Ipswich. I don't know if you know about that at the minute. Ipswich they've been promoted from, fucking hell, it's a ball Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me why. And then they got promoted from League 1 quite convincingly, I'm pretty sure. And then they're now, I mean, Leicester got relegated last year, so we're in the Championship. We are currently second because they won yesterday, which has taken them top. So they've only just got promoted and they're now top of the league in the next league. Like, they're doing brilliantly well. And it's teams like that, you see it a lot more now, don't you? Like you say with Wrexham, and Wrexham are kind of just doing their thing now.
And especially with like celebrities back in different teams, because it's not just football. Because obviously there's the Wrexham stuff with Ryan Reynolds.
He owns them. Yeah.
There's all the Kick stuff that now own the Formula One team, and on top of that, I can't remember who it is. There's someone's just bought stakes in Alpine. And I can't remember who it was. It's some celebrity. I don't know, but you tend to find it's doing a lot more. But I think there's a couple of sports, like particularly like with Formula One and with the darts, that are becoming widely more popular because of certain individuals in the sport.
100%.
Like there's Luke Littler in darts.
Oh, he's been all over the news.
Yeah, who's brought the popularity for darts up massively.
Yeah.
Just because of how young he is. And then there's like with the Formula One. I mean, the Kick stuff is going to be big in terms of getting streaming. People who watch streamers getting that onto there, and then the Netflix Drive to Survive stuff as well.
Yeah,
it's shot
Formula
up.
One is good for. I mean, it's like when Top Gear was massive in this country.
Yeah.
You don't watch that necessarily because of the cars, in the same way that I bet there's a lot of people who don't watch Formula One because of the sport. They watch, it for the individuals.
Drivers,
yeah, exactly.
It's the same reason I'd watch it for the drivers.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how the team does. I care more about how the drivers are doing.
It does my head in though. I was going to bring up, like, there's a lot of sport. Like I say, football is piss easy to understand because you've got 2 goals, ball goes in goal, you get 1.
Yeah.
And literally, any time you say to people, like, "Oh, what don't you understand about football?" The only thing they can mention is the offside rule. Yeah. That is it. And even then, I've explained the offside rule to so many people, and they've just gone, "Oh, is that it?" Because they just don't care to look it up. It's quite easy to understand. But there's a lot of sports that just feel unnecessarily complex. That, like, it's
Formula One can be with the rules particularly can be really complex.
Fucking tennis, the scoring system in tennis. What's
it's
that about?
It's a tradition thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean though. But like, it's just, I don't know.
Darts is for me the easiest sport to understand
because it's just maths.
It's literally just we're going from 501 to 0.
Yeah.
Do
first
that
one to do it wins.
First one to do it so many times wins.
That's it. Yeah.
That's how easy it is.
I think running's easier to understand though.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Like, there's 10 people, fastest one wins.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but that's an Olympic thing. It's not really a.
And it's not like you watch running.
Sport.
You don't watch that week in, week out.
Yeah,
but
you watch it when the Olympics comes around. Maybe
because even with, like, I mean, some people don't understand like what goal difference is. If I say goal difference to you, do you know what that
means? Is it so? If I score 4.
Yeah.
And he scores 2.
Yeah. It's a goal difference of 2.
I get a goal difference of 2.
Yeah.
Plus 2 for me.
And he gets a goal
difference
for him. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. So basically, if there's 2 teams tied on points, they'll be separated by goal difference. But like things like that, that's all to do with the scoring. But at the end of the day, if you don't know about that,
it don't matter.
What it comes down to is the one at the top wins, the one at the bottom loses. That's, you know what I mean? Like in terms of the ranking, the table and things. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things with sports that are overly complicated that just don't need to be. Like you say with the F1 and the rules
when you get into the nitty-gritty of it and knowing like why certain people have had like time penalties or why certain warnings of like track limits and shit like that, it can get complex. Like anyone who's looked into the 2021 season with the Max and Lewis debate over who.
Is that the one where it was really tight right until the last one?
To run it into a nutshell, it was so tight, and then there was a bit of an accident, so they had a yellow flag and had a safety car, which means nobody can overtake. Right. As a result, Max overtook just before literally seconds before the safety car was in front of him, so it was risky. He shouldn't have done it really.
Yeah.
Got in front, and then as a result, because they couldn't overtake, just won the whole thing.
Yeah.
But the whole debate over
how
the rules were handled there.
Yeah, you could argue it's like well played.
Yeah, like for me, I don't get involved in the argument. At the end of the day, he won, whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a case of I like Max. He's a good driver. Like, he's genuinely a brilliant driver. It's the Red Bull team for me. I don't like.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's some weird sports.
There are, aren't there?
Like, we talk about the Olympics, and I know it's all traditional, and I know it's all kind of like
tradition ruins.
There's
so many
talent
things.
there, but like. Javelin, it's a massive stick. Who can throw the stick the furthest? And then they went, okay.
It's such a caveman sport.
This is it. They're like, okay, we need
to
invent another sport. Yeah, let's change the javelin for a massive ball. It's like, we got a sand pit, jump in the sand pit. There's just, no.
It does genuinely feel like a bunch of cavemen just got bored and thought, right, what
well,
can
it's
we...
Greek, innit?
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, what can we do for fun? Who can throw this stick the furthest? And now look where we are.
This is it, and it's like if you meet a footballer or you're a footballer and you go to your family's gathering, you're like, oh yeah, what do you do? Oh, I'm a footballer, I'm an athlete. Oh, it's really cool that he's physically fit, he can run fast, he's talented. But if you're like a javelin person, oh you're an athlete. Yeah, I'm an athlete. Oh,
yeah, I'll throw a stick.
What do you do? Yeah, I'll throw a stick really far some grass. It's like, oh, you're not really that cool, are you?
And also, I think with, like you say, with the lack of frequentness of the Olympics and things,
you've got to wait
Nobody
4
cares.
years. You go, oh, I'm waiting 4
It's
years
like
for the javelin.
Gold medal Olympic boxers, while they are very good, are nowhere near known as much as professional boxers. Like,
and in my opinion, rightfully so, because
what's his name? Not Anthony Joshua, because he's a professional boxer. There's another one that was an Olympic boxer, very good boxer. Can't remember his name.
You're gonna get this a lot, audio listeners, of us just not knowing.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend the whole podcast going, I know this guy, but I
we
don't
act like
know
we
him.
know a
I'll
lot
Google
about
it.
these topics. But we've got
Yeah,
no
we're literally just
idea.
waffling at this point.
Yeah.
But
I'll Google it. But yeah, it's like he's a very good boxer, and he's on Anthony Joshua's level. Like, he's on that, can be world champion. But because he's an Olympic boxer, nobody Tony Bellew, I think that's it.
yeah,
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can
I'll
they
Google
not
it.
go from one to the other? Can Anthony Joshua not do a bit of?
I think they
Olympics?
can, yeah,
I
but
see
I
there's
don't
no
know.
reason
I
why
don't know
not.
how it works with Olympic
So I think-
boxers.
don't
Do
they
you
have-
remember when Usain Bolt was going to be a footballer?
Oh yeah, I remember that. He does soccer aid now instead.
Yeah, he actually trialled with Borussia Dortmund in Germany, I think, and then he ended up somewhere in Australia. And I think the only reason he didn't do it is because they couldn't agree on wages, because he's actually quite good,
Oh wow.
but he wanted paying more. And to be honest, you can understand why. I mean, he's fucking world's fastest man, isn't he? So
Yeah.
you can understand why he wanted the payout that he did. But yeah, they were Australian football just isn't that lucrative, so I don't think they could afford to.
Speaking of the Olympics, I was talking to my girlfriend's stepdad the other day. He's found online that an Australian, I think it's something like an Australian councillor or whatever, or someone in Australia, pretty rich guy, wants to create a version of the Olympics where doping is allowed. So
I love that.
There's no
That'd be
limits in terms of taking steroids and all that.
I feel like that's not what it should be anyway, but like, why
Yeah.
isn't that? Because at the end of the day, the whole point of things like the Olympics and stuff is how far you can push the human body.
Yeah. Which is literally what this is. It's just,
Yeah.
right, we're going to do the Olympics, but we're going to take the
You can do
we're gonna
whatever
take
the
the
fuck
reins
you
off.
want. Yeah.
So he's saying he genuinely wants it to be real, because how funny would it be
Oh, yeah.
to watch some guy like roided on steroids throw a shot put 20,000 meters?
Exactly, throw it out
Like,
the stadium.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like-
that's what I mean.
It'd be
Or
good.
the Olympic runners do it 100,
Oh,
100 meters in 4 seconds.
It'd be good, but I think you gotta limit it, because there'll be some people there just like taking
Off
so
their
much steroids,
mind.
and you'll be there just watching the relay, and they'll slowly just be dropping one by one from heart attacks. And you're
But
just
I
like,
think
this is
that-
awful.
I think that's
That'd
the
become
thing.
part of the sport, wouldn't it?
I think that's the issue. That's
do you
the
not
issue
think?
it's having.
What do you mean? It's like,
Well, that'd become part of the sport. It's how much you can,
Push
much-
yourself without
how
dying.
much you can push yourself without it killing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing that's sort of stopping it from happening, because I know
There'd
it's
be
got.
so
'cause
much
I did some
risk.
research into it. It's got the funding. The guy can afford to do it, and he's
Yeah.
planned it all out. I think the thing he's struggling for is the clearance.
Yeah.
this is it. It
Which
takes
makes
one
sense.
person to die.
And
then
the
it's
thing
like-
is for you to say, right, we're going to do the Olympics, but we're doping and no rules, and then go, but you can only do so much. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you're defeating the purpose of it. So,
No, I can back that.
but it would be funny just to watch.
It'd
Like,
be great.
some guy with like steroids just in his legs. Just
Yeah.
bang, gone.
I do genuinely think it's like that idea of how far you can.
They'd have to make the
Push.
sand pit huge.
Oh,
'cause
mate.
you just overshoot it.
Yeah. Like you've got like the normal world records for stuff, and you'd be tripling that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It'd
wanna
be
watch
wicked
it.
to
I would
watch.
watch it all day. I'd watch
Spectator sport would be absolutely fantastic.
I'd watch the marathons as well, because like instead of stopping for like the table
The
with all
water,
the water
it's
on,
just a needle.
table full of needles. Just carry on. Be great.
That would be brilliant. I do think there's an aspect of sport that is like, it always makes me think, like when they have like events like the Olympics, and it's
Yeah.
like, this is you've trained for years just to get to this point. It seems really daft to me, because what if like some 25-year like random geezer just was running around his school track one day and broke Usain Bolt's record of the 100 meters, and then
Yeah.
what? Like, he's done it. He's run faster than
Yeah,
Usain
yeah.
Bolt, but it's not on record, and it wasn't an
No one knows
event,
about
so
it.
no one cares. Like, Do you know the YouTuber Chris MD? He did a test once, like a genuine, as close to scientific as he could get test, where the only real like factor that he couldn't control was obviously like there was no atmosphere, there was no fans in the stadium and things like that. But he was trying to take free kicks and basically prove that he was better than Lionel Messi at free kicks. And genuinely, the results he got claim he's better at free kicks. But, like, he couldn't have done anything more to make it match realistic. Like, he took like 100 from loads of different positions, like the kinds of positions he normally takes them from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the charts all say he is better at free kicks than Lionel Messi.
It's
but
why
like,
it's another
could
reason,
he do it in a game?
So it's another reason why I hate like Guinness World Records and shit.
Oh yeah, they've become so
it's
stupid.
just so annoying. And some of them are like, I've ate the most eggs in 20 seconds. It's like, lad, what are you doing? Shut up.
At the end of who wants that certificate?
Yeah, and the fact that like to actually, there's probably a lot of Guinness World Records that people have just beaten casually.
Oh yeah,
because they've not had one of the people there to record it,
and they may not even know it's a record.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
like I bet you any money, I don't know. I've got the record for quickest shit.
We've probably all got one somewhere.
Yeah, but nobody, because no one's fucking recorded it. No one knows.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the whole steroids kind of Olympics. Watch it. I would like to create one of those events, but instead of having proper like sports like running and all that kind of stuff, I want to do really boring sports but put them on steroids. So like chess, but they're on steroids, so they're just like shaking. It'd be so funny, wouldn't it be great? Or
what have you got?
Or darts, when they're just like bang, 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 thrown at the fucking wall. It'd be great.
He quite
Snooker.
Bro, he charges up, he gets his dart, just bang, 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 like he has to scream as he does it.
I'm just imagining snooker, and the whole board is in disarray.
Imagine tennis. Imagine how like just the ball just going like
playing
so fast.
Baseball with tennis rackets, basically.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, if you could make any Olympic sport and do whatever you want with it rules wise, what would you do? If you reckon?
High jump. You know, the one with the pole.
What, the one where you have to like?
Yeah, because I'd do something ridiculous with it.
Like how?
I'd put a trampoline at the bottom rather than a mat,
like,
so that when they come back wrong.
You're going like 50 meters in the air.
Yeah, or rather than running with the pole and putting it in the floor, you have to run on stilts.
That's a shout.
And then jump from the stilts.
That's a shout. At what point did like fucking sports and things get like, I don't know, you know, like I was genuinely about to say fall damage because the fucking right. In terms of like falling from height and things, you can die.
Terminal velocity in that.
You can die from falling like. Sorry, I keep looking. Right, sorry, audio listeners, if I sound really far away, I keep looking at these guys. I need to look at my microphone. Like you can die from falling like 10 meters if you land wrong. But then in sports and things, you fall further than that doing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, but you got to think with some sports, like particularly with the high jump and stuff, there's a mat at the bottom to secure you.
Oh, that's true.
That and the fact that they're trained, like with gymnastics as well, they're trained on how to fall.
It's like one of those ones you have to learn how to fall.
So they don't die.
I remember over lockdown.
There's a difference between an Olympic gymnast doing a high jump from 15 feet
and Darren falling off his balcony.
and me tripping over a multi-story parking lot and just dying. He's prepped for that. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I remember over lockdown, one of those, when everyone had like a sort of, I'm going to pick up a hobby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mine was going to be skateboarding, and I bought a skateboard, and genuinely, I basically just never got past the falling stage.
Yeah.
I spent the entire time being like, right, if I was to fall off in this position, just lob myself at the floor and try and land without it hurting.
Did we all pick up a hobby during lockdown?
That was my main one. I wish I'd done YouTube, but I just didn't have the stuff for it at the time, and I wasn't working, so I had no money.
Tom?
I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I was bored.
Not one.
I just sat there and just watched TV.
I
did a lot of walking, but that's not really a hobby, is it?
I got into doing like game tournaments and shit.
Like actually, proper tournaments.
Yeah. So there was obviously I told you about that streamer and his monthly tournaments. But then we got into with Siege particularly. There's tournament websites like Face It was the one we used, and it was similar to Sunday League football. They did like Sunday League tournaments for Siege and shit. So we'd put together a team and we'd do what's called scrims, which is like practice matches. So you find another team that maybe you know well, and you just do custom games and just keep going to practice. But yeah, like I obviously broke my arm as well, so just ended up playing with a broken arm. But picking up tournaments, as much as it can be a toxic environment, was a lot of fun.
It does
very
sound
very rewarding as well, especially when we did Tom's stream, his monthly tournament, because obviously he commentates over the matches and you see the gameplay live. It's even better because like you're obviously there's a delay on his stream, so you can't stream snipe it, but you'll have it open. You'll be doing a round. The round will finish. Then you'll look at the thing and it'll be like, "Oh, he's looking at me. Yes,
he's watching me.
He's watching my gameplay." But then it's the opposite.
Sounds really fun.
If you got really shit gameplay and he cuts you, you're like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, why has he done that?"
Watch anyone else. Watch anyone else.
I'm flopping.
Yeah.
Like,
what are your favourite like games to play? Do you reckon?
Like, what do you mean, like genre or
I don't
actual
know. But, like,
titles?
With something like Siege, for example, do you play that because, like, did you get into that because of the tournament, or did you already play it and enjoy it?
I don't play Siege anymore. I've got over 1,000 hours in the game and never enjoyed a single minute of it.
Really?
The only reason I played Siege is a lot of my friends from high school and stuff. It was just a game we played. I mean, saying I've got 1,000 hours and I didn't enjoy something, that's strong. Like, I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's not a game I would have approached on my own, I don't think.
It has its place.
Yeah, like I very much with FPS games particularly, the quicker the gameplay is, the better for me. Whereas Siege can be quite slow. No, CS:GO's slow.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I'm talking COD,
Titanfall,
Titanfall, shit like that, where it's quick. So Siege, especially when I started on Xbox, was daunting. But I've literally just played it for years, casually with friends. Like, none of us play it anymore, but particularly with that lockdown tournament phase, you just go in, day out playing it. It was just fun, and particularly it was just a good chance to have conversations with your mates more than anything.
Sometimes games are really good, like not even background noise, just something to like.
Yeah.
The amount of times I'd load up into like a Minecraft server, run around in circles for about an hour, and then think, fuck it, I'm doing fuck all here, go on FIFA or something instead. But like, I'd basically just spend the whole time just chatting, and I'd forget how long had passed. I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
How about you, Tom? What kind of, like, do you play many games in your spare time?
I'm not a big gamer. I used to be. I used to play, a bit of Uncharted, bit of Assassin's Creed, that kind of vibe. I don't get time now.
Thing.
More of a solo thing.
Must admit, I like a solo game.
But I think now I don't get any time. The only time I get is at Christmas, and I play the same game at Christmas every year. And it's called, it's a PC game. It's called Santa's Rampage. I got it for £3 off Steam. Set the scene. So you play as a cleaner who's been employed to Santa's house. Santa's like big cottage kind of elf factory. And Santa's essentially gone on a rampage, Santa's Rampage, and he's killed all of the elves. And you've got to clean his like factory up in like a certain amount of time.
Simulator. You mean Viscera cleanup detail? You'll know it. You'll have definitely seen someone play it.
What? Why me?
It's literally just the mop game. You recognise that screenshot?
The mop game, but it's Christmas themed.
It's a lot of them are just really fucked up
and like,
places.
And like you can like pick the floorboards up off the floor, and there's like elves under the floor.
Never seen that in my life.
The Misfits boys have played it before.
It is incredible.
Well, that kind of group, so like Smitty and all that, they've played it all before.
It is so cool. It is, yeah. So that's my kind of going back onto Christmas. That's my Christmas tradition. You're not
much of a background sort of spare time gamer.
I don't get time.
See, when I get the time, I give myself too much time. Yeah, like, I'll spend hours on it and doing shit.
This is it. Like, if I want to play a video game, I'd want to go on like COD Zombies and just play that all day.
Yeah.
But I don't have a day.
See,
I see what you mean.
That's why I used to just do solo games, because I could play, as Nathan Drake, shooting a few people for a bit, stop, play again next week. But like with these multiplayer games, I haven't got the time.
Yeah.
It's why I've enjoyed playing Escape from Tarkov, if either of you have heard of that.
Yeah.
It's hyper realistic, like a looter shooter. So it is multiplayer, but playing it solo, you're very much on your own. So you build a kit and a loadout. You go into one of the locations. Basically, anybody you see that's alive, you shoot on sight. You'll loot whatever the hell you can, and then you have to find an extraction point and get out. If you die within it, you'll lose everything you took in.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, it's very hardcore in the sense of you've got to make sure you've got the right bullet type, you've got the right weapons, all your weapon parts are the right ones. You've got to manage limbs. So like, if your arm gets fully shot out and it's blacked, essentially, you won't be able to use it as much. If your leg's blacked, you can't run. You'll be walking.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, it's realistic. It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
It's very much. It's a game where if you die multiple times in a row, you'll genuinely want to kill yourself. However, when you get out like once after that death streak, it's so
the high
rewarding.
of just like
yeah, it's a brilliant game.
I tell you what, I've never played games on PC. I've always been console. Not necessarily for any particular reason other than I've just never had a PC that can play games. It's not something I'm into. But one of the games that I would absolutely love to play like on the regs is Rust or like DayZ or stuff like that. That really appeals to me.
Rust
that sort of survival games thing.
Rust is the step down, I think, from where Tarkov is.
I was just about to say
how
they sound
real
very
Tarkov
similar,
is.
but Tarkov just sounds more in depth.
more realistic. But Rust it's a similar. I've played a bit of Rust. It's all right.
It's all right, yeah.
It can get a bit annoying because it's one of those things like if you're offline for so long
and
somebody comes in and rage you, it's just like fuck's sake.
You log back on and it's like, brilliant.
It's like Ark. It's one of those things you've got to be constantly on it.
But I think part of the fun of it is like starting from scratch. It's like starting a new Minecraft world. You enjoy that way more than just playing the one you've been on for 5 years or whatever.
Yeah. It's like with Tarkov, for example, they do a thing where every couple of months they'll wipe the servers entirely.
Yeah,
so
same with Rust.
Everybody, no matter how high up you are, you get put back to square one with all your starting kit, and you go again after.
I do like that.
After I think they do it once, twice, 2 or 3 times a year, roughly. So it keeps the gameplay fresh because you think, right, I'm back at square one. What am I going to do this time?
And one of my favourite creators is Zuckles. I don't know if either of you know Zuckles.
Yeah, he does a lot of Rust stuff.
He got big on Rust by basically just being a shithouse. He'd go onto a server, find a bunch of 12-year-olds who had their microphones on, start pretending to be mates with them. I'll go and get you shit. The first chance he gets to break into their base, break in, nick all their guns, kill them all, and just leg it. And he'd be a nuisance. He'd be an absolute knobhead. But obviously, watching that from someone else's perspective, and he's genuinely very good at the game.
Like for me with Tarkov, I got into it through there's a YouTuber / streamer called Swamp Fox TV, and his YouTube videos are genuinely like an hour and 10-minute long movie.
Yeah,
and it's edited so well. And it's like he'll go into a new wipe, is what it's called. He'll go into a new wipe and he'll go, right, what's the challenge I'm setting for myself? So one of them is he deletes all of his starting kit, all of his money. He's not allowed to use any of the in-game traders. His entire thing is he has to go in with literally nothing, go and find shit, get out, rinse and repeat, and just see how far he can get.
No, right.
And it's so
I feel
interesting.
That's way more interesting to watch. Yeah,
because he does it in chapters. So you'll have like chapter 1, which will be like his first raid where he goes in and he genuinely can't attack anyone because he's got no kit. He's just running around naked. He's got to go and find a gun is the first thing because you'll need it. And then it'll go into like chapter 3 where you'll get to chapter 3 where he's more doing the quests that are assigned. He's getting shit done, and then by chapter 5, for example, he's doing the high geared raids where he's like, fucking hell, how's he done that?
Yeah.
The videos, even if you don't enjoy Tarkov, purely for the editing value, they're worth watching because they're just enjoyable watches. Yeah, they're done so well.
I think all this video game talk is quite foreign to me.
Really?
And I've not really got any idea what we're on about. So, whilst we've been discussing, I was thinking about a question you said earlier about if we had to change up an Olympic sport a little bit.
Go back to the Olympics.
Golf, but we get blind people to play. We remove the holes, and then we gaslight them into thinking the holes are there.
That's just cruel.
But then the longer it takes them to do, we give them more steroids. So after a while, they're just like, just churning up grass.
By the end of the game, there is no golf course left. It is just mud.
Just mud. There's no holes for them.
That's so cruel.
You
can't do that.
You gaslight them.
And then
if you're going to suggest a sport, it's at least got to be realistic. Oh, shit.
You gaslight them into thinking there's holes. That seems really funny. The fact that it's blind people. Look at the peak on that from when you just shouted.
And I could watch that all day. I could watch that all day.
For sure.
But there's so many variations you could do with that, not just golf. But like, basketball, but you kind of brick up the hoops, so then every time they throw it, it just goes out, that kind of thing.
I don't know. But then surely they'd clock on eventually. Like, someone would let slip, like, there's no actual way of winning this game. They're just watching you for fun.
Yeah. You're just essentially doing a version of the Hunger Games, but
it's
without any death. It's just more, we're just going to watch these blind men
We're just going to make
struggle.
fun of them. Yeah. Why not? All right, I back it. Have you been thinking about that the whole time?
The whole time, and every time, I don't know if you saw in the corner of your eyes, every time I smile, it's when I think of a new thing. It's like blind people golf.
Blind people golf.
With no holes, with steroids, and it just gets bigger and bigger.
Adding more layers.
So thank you for entertaining that.
No, I do like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
We need to pick a new topic of conversation.
Let me get one for you. Well, I was going to quickly ask when Minecraft came up. Would either of you be interested in a Minecraft server?
I wouldn't mind one. Oh, okay.
Not at all.
I just don't. Minecraft's a weird one for me. Like, I get it's a brilliant game. Don't get me wrong. Very enjoyable. I've done it so much to where by the time I've got full iron armor, I don't give a shit.
Just bored now.
I just don't care.
No, right, that.
I don't know.
I think it's who you play it with.
It's a really strong opinion, but I do not think that game is anywhere near as good as people put it. Like, people will put it in top 5 games of all time.
I will.
It ain't even in top 50 for me.
Yeah, I rate that.
It's just, I get why it's repetitive. You know, you do whatever the fuck you want, basically. But when you're trying to do like the survival thing of you go in, you get geared,
it's not really
you go and end the game.
Yeah, it's not really a survival game.
I can't be arsed by that point.
I think that's why a lot of other games have their charm, is because they are out and out survival games. You could have the best armor in the game or the best weapons or whatever and still
be in
die.
danger.
Yeah.
Whereas with Minecraft,
Tell you what, a good one of my favourite survival games ever is Subnautica.
Yeah,
because almost everyone has some level of fear of the ocean.
Yeah,
some level. I love the ocean. I think the ocean's fucking wicked. The fact that we know so little about it is amazing.
isn't it something like we've only explored 8% of
Less than that,
ocean
we've
floors.
explored more of space.
We know more
of the ocean.
We know more about space than we do our own oceans.
There's the shit like I know. I was like reading the facts on it. Like shit like they tracked a great white, one of the biggest great whites they found. Just dove straight down. Like they'd got this tracker on it. It just went straight down to below depths where they would normally go, to the point where it would essentially kill it, and then it disappeared entirely. And it was like, well, what the fuck?
What happened to it?
Yeah, like has it gone down on its own fruition, or has something bigger grabbed it and gone straight down? I love the ocean. I think it's sick.
I think. Sorry, I was just gonna say that it's the fear of the unknown. I think the fear of the unknown is one of the scariest things ever, because it's genuinely, you do not know what to expect. Like there's no. It's not even like the kind of like, oh shit, did I lock the door? Someone could be in my house. It's the fact that you hear a noise in your house, knowing full well you locked the door. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's what gets me. And I think something like Subnautica is, especially like when you play it for the first time, I do want to revisit it one day, because it's like not knowing what you're doing and having that whole, like the first time seeing the big creatures in the game, or not even Subnautica as an atmosphere. It's one of the
it's very
when we make our films. We didn't even give the context for that. We're all film students. At university.
If you edit the two together, you'll
I'm not. I'll see what happens. Yeah, we've done a few tests of this, but one of the things I love, atmosphere. Atmosphere for me, like sound design, does more than visuals by about 10 times. And I think Subnautica, when you play through Subnautica and you just hear a sort of like grumbling noise, fucking God knows where, echoing in the distance, and you genuinely you get goosebumps and you just go, what the fuck was that? And you freeze up, and it gives you that like animalistic instinct of just, I need to go now. Like it's such a fun game.
Another fun, scary ocean fact.
Go on.
They reckon that the amount of species in the ocean, we genuinely will never discover them all.
Like never.
We will never do it.
That's so cool.
There'll always be something deeper down or somewhere that we'll never find.
It's like one of those things how space is constantly growing, so it's impossible to explore all of space, even if we had the kit. Because
with the sea,
you can't keep up with it.
Look at the Mariana Trench. In terms of that's the deepest we know in the world, and we still don't know how deep it actually is.
Yeah, isn't it like you'd have to, something about the Himalayas, obviously the tallest point on Earth. You'd have to
it's something like double it.
Yeah, it's something like.
Hey, I'll Google it. Hold on. There you go. So the depth, so the height of Mount Everest, 8,848 meters. And the depth that James Cameron, because James Cameron went down the Mariana Trench, he reached was 10,000
I was going to say, I know it was like 10 or 12.
That's the deepest we know. That's the depth he reached, not how deep it is.
It's something like you could basically, it's some blah 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 about the Himalayas before you'd even notice that, like, the depth of it. So I don't know, it's something like that. I'll try and find the quote and put it somewhere, but it's. When said out loud and like in the correct phrasing, it genuinely makes anyone who hears it take a step back and just go, fucking hell.
Yeah,
like
so it's estimated, and obviously it's constantly changing, but it's estimated to about 35,000 feet is how deep it is.
Jesus Christ.
I'd do it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I've been diving. I'd do
it
it
I
tomorrow.
think speaking about James Cameron and Titanic, that was something that hooked the nation last year with Ocean Gate. I was all over that shit.
Mental.
Because it imploded within 30 seconds or whatever it was, but apparently there was like 96 hours worth of oxygen on.
Yeah.
And every day, because I was working every day, I'd come down the stairs into work, and there's like a little rack with newspapers on, and every day the front page of every newspaper was like 96 hours left, 72 hours, like every single time. And I was so invested.
They would have died
film.
immediately.
Yeah.
Is the way it would have worked. Because of the depth and the pressure.
Well, I tell you what, yeah. As much as I'm interested in oceans and I find it cool, I couldn't stomach it. Yeah, the fact that you can people who get sent down, like obviously pipes and like wiring and stuff, like internet, is all through the oceans. People whose jobs it is to go and like fix those pipes. So many people have died doing that because the pressure in those pipes, it sucks you in. Like pipes are this big. For audio listeners, I've got like both my hands put together to make like a circle. They're they're thinner than that, and the people have drowned in them because the pressure is so great. It literally just it compresses you in.
I'd do deep sea diving because I'd
love to.
As much as I obviously have an innate fear of the ocean, I like it. I like knowing what's down there.
I'd love to be like.
So I'd do
this
deep sea diving. The only thing you couldn't convince me to do is submarine diving.
Yeah.
Going further than deep sea diving is humanly possible. Going further in a
far
vehicle
enough that my body could compress at this pressure.
No,
but
I'm good.
I'm not doing that. Yeah.
But I'll do deep sea diving in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You say to me, yeah, but there's like sharks and shit down there. Give a shit. I'll do it.
Yeah. I'd love to be like within like a few feet of a shark and just.
I want to
see the geezer just float up.
Well,
to
I
me.
don't because I'd die, but I want to see a giant squid.
Yeah.
Because I just think they're cool.
I hate jellyfish.
Yeah, but they'd kill you, wouldn't
they? The jellyfish do my head in. Why are they immortal? What do they do?
Yeah.
What are they for?
Exactly.
I don't know.
They
What about space?
I must admit,
I'm a big fan of space.
Because it's becoming more and more accessible. I say in heavy quotation, but like
we've done it every day.
But sooner or later, I'm going to say in our lifetime, it's going to be affordable to go to space. In
our lifetime, strong.
You think?
But to be fair,
maybe by later, we're all 80.
What do you count as? Yeah. What do you count as going to space? Because going to space technically
out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, anyone can do that today. Really, you just have to pay a fuckload of money for it. You mean like
going to the moon?
Because like,
I think going to another moon or a planet or something. Never.
More on the aspect of you've got Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and whatever Virgin guy's called, Branson.
Charles. No,
he's
Charles
taking
Branson.
like celebrities and people who pay him
Richard
a load
Branson.
of money. People who pay him a load of money to kind of go
to be able to say you've done it, innit? Yeah.
But I think it's going to become affordable within the next.
Yeah,
when you say affordable, do you mean for like your average Joe, or you mean for
right? We're not going on holiday to Spain this year. We're going to the moon.
Upper class people.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not going to Corfu for 3 weeks. We're going to go to the moon for 2 days.
I do think that'd be wicked.
Wouldn't it be cool?
I think we could see it, but not till we're all 80.
Yeah, because Musk.
I don't think we'd ever be able to do it.
Yeah.
Musk wants to take everyone. Well, a selection of people
to Mars.
To Mars by 2050 or some bollocks.
It was meant to be 2025.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
He's a moron.
Which is next year.
He's such a moron. I don't know. It's the whole concept of like moving planet effectively. Like some humans live on Earth, some live on Mars. Like starting new life there.
But why?
Because we're running out of space, aren't we? We're going to.
So there's a lot of countries that are particularly overpopulated.
Yeah.
We're one of them.
We're probably in the top 10.
China's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Considering how big it is majorly overpopulated.
Think about this. If you were to get dropped out of a helicopter and land somewhere in the UK, anywhere in the UK, it could be on the coast, it could be in the middle of a field, whatever, on foot, you would find civilization within 12 hours if you just walked in a straight line. You would, it'd be pissy. In some places, you'd find it in an hour. Do you know what I mean? There's nowhere in this country that you can be, really, where you're completely in the wilderness. And then you think about places like Central America, where you can literally drive down Australia. You've got like the habitable bits of Australia.
Russia.
Yeah, exactly. You could be like driving.
You go out to Siberia. You're on your own.
You could be driving like a car at 80 miles an hour and see fuck all evidence that humans have ever existed for about 2 hours.
Yeah,
probably more. But you know what I mean? Like, in this country, you think genuinely, you drive past like fields and stuff. You think someone owns that.
Yeah.
Every building you drive past, someone owns that.
Yeah.
There's no parts of I'm not saying it like it's necessarily a bad thing.
I'd move to the moon.
Yeah.
If you come to my house tomorrow and went, I'm not being funny, lad. Got a rocket.
Going to the moon.
Going to the moon. We can live there. It's all doable.
We've got
coming
internet.
with me. I'd be like, yeah, I'd have thought so.
Have we got like everything that we've got now? Like we've got food.
They've got Sky on there.
Got the football.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So if you said to me like, it's basically the same. It's just you're on the moon.
Just be us boys up on the moon.
I'd be like, yeah, go on.
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Bit of low gravity in that.
Because it's one of the you were talking in a previous recording that we tried about America and like how like hating the culture and stuff.
Yeah.
But
that was this one.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
That's my fault.
We've been talking for that long.
It's only been 50 minutes to be fair. Or has it? Yeah. Anyway, I do genuinely think that as much as America is such like a comedy stand-up routine of a country, I would love to live there, but just for the climate. And like, you can America, like North America has every single type of climate.
Yeah, we spoke about this before.
On Earth.
It's something like 80% of
tropical,
Americans don't have passports because if they go on holiday,
what's the point?
They go within the country.
You've got
they go
Arctic
to another
tundra,
state.
You've got desert, you've got like normal grass, you've got tropical in like Florida,
Miami.
Yeah. Genuinely, you've got access to everything.
It is genuinely like 80% of Americans don't have passports because they have no need for it.
Yeah.
If they want to go to a warm place, they go west. If they want to go cold, they go north.
Yeah.
Or if they want to go to attractions, they go east.
And realistically, you just travel a few states across, which I say a few states across like that's easy. It's a day drive.
Road trip at least.
Yeah. But even then, imagine like I'd love one day to go to America, rent out a motorbike, with a few of my boys, and literally spend a whole week in America just dossing about the place, not stopping anywhere.
Would the boys also have a bike, or are they all on the same bike?
No, big convoy.
Okay, I'm
talking like 10 bikes.
I'm concerned. Okay.
10 bikes, 10 boys.
10 boys, 10 bikes.
Or maybe a few more boys and we have some passengers, whatever.
Yeah, some sidecars could work.
I wasn't thinking sidecars.
Oh.
You know motorbikes have 2 seats.
Okay. What about a sidecar? Oh, okay.
Did you not know that?
To be fair, now you say it, it makes sense.
Yeah. Have you never seen 2 people?
I have seen 2 people, but I always just think, oh, it's a bit, cheeky, that is. Catching a lift. Kind of thing. I just thought, like...
No, it's...
I was like, you shouldn't do that.
Even the bike I had 2 seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if we have a sidecar, that's
Isn't it more, though, it's 1 seat with 2 people capability?
No, it's 2 seats.
It's genuinely 2.
I'll put up a picture. But, yeah, genuinely, it's... motorbikes are like... I want a bike again, desperately. I love having a car, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But, fuck me. The feeling of being on a motorbike is something else.
So my missus is desperate for a bike again.
Really?
Yeah.
In reality...
Let me know.
She won't. The only reason she won't be able to do it is because paying the car insurance.
Well, what I'm saying is, whenever she does, because me and one of our other mates, Jordan, have spoken about this. No matter where we are in life, even if we're like 35, drop each other a message and say, "I've got a bike again." Go, me too. Wherever we are in the country, we meet up and we just, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. I fucking love motorbikes. Let me pull up a picture, but yeah, go on. So what were you gonna say, Tom?
I was just gonna say. So in reality, then, if you were an Uber driver with a motorbike, you could pick up people. Just one person.
Well, they'd need a helmet, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll carry it with you, wouldn't you? And you'll give it to them.
Yeah.
So there's your helmet.
So this is the bike I want.
Okay.
That's the main seat.
Oh, then
that's the back seat.
I see what you're on about.
I mean, it's this thin. You're quite literally you're perched like that with your feet on the pedals, on the pegs. And because it's a motorbike, you're more like this. Sorry, I'm moving away from the microphone. I'm such a shit podcaster.
Could you not fall off easily doing that?
Of course you could, yeah.
Okay, so not. Yep.
That's the fun though, isn't it?
There's no motorbikes on the moon.
That's true.
So
moon bikes.
You have to think about that because, like, normal, you'd have to get space motorbikes.
Yeah,
like
or a really heavy
moon
one.
Bikes.
Moon bikes, maybe.
The face Jake pulls. Moon bikes, like it's fucking obvious. Boys, fucking moon bikes.
What
business
is
idea.
the most basic thing that you think would have to be changed when you go to the moon? Like motorbikes,
like
you
to
have to
other
get
planets.
special
You
motorbikes.
have to get moon bikes.
Yeah, but like, you mean there's loads of shit that you'll go.
There's
Food. As simple as that.
Food's your main one because you need the atmosphere.
Sorry to cut you off. Have you ever seen the biker mice from Mars before?
Moon bikes.
Yes, I think so.
So it's like, so have you seen the biker mice from Mars? Okay, so
Moon bikes.
pretty simple. There's some mice from the planet Mars, and they ride motorbikes.
Mars bikes. Is what
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah, but they're mice. It's like
He's so baffled by the concept. So these mice on Mars and they ride bikes.
But no,
They're mice.
bikes
On-
from Mars.
on Mars.
And they're mice.
Like, so do you know how like the Ninja Turtles? They're fucking pussies in comparison. they live in the sewers, named after fucking painters or whatever the bollocks. And then is it a rat? Is the rat's their boss? And he's like,
I
and
don't
he's
know
like,
anything
go
about
eat
it.
some fucking pizza and fight crime or something. That's
Lad,
cool.
I'm not being funny.
That's cool, but-
What is that?
That's them. That's them. That's the biker mice. They're from the planet Mars.
Yeah, I got that by the title, lad. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
they're from the planet Mars.
The planet Mars.
Why are they in America then?
No, well, they're not on Mars. It's not biker mice on Mars. It's biker mice from Mars. You can leave your planet.
Why are they hench?
Because they're biker mice. They're not mice. They're not mice from
There you go.
Mars.
No, I'm doing a test. Keep going. I'm
Oh.
move to that one.
They're not mice from Mars. They're biker mice from Mars. I don't think you get. Jake, listen.
Sorry.
Fucking hell.
What's the difference?
Pardon? As in mice or biker mice?
Well, yeah. Why are they different?
Yeah, I get the concept.
well,
They're
one-
mice
well,
who
one of
just so
like-
happen to be
one of like-
bikers and they're from Mars. I get the concept. I'm just saying it's a bit of a shit concept. It's literally. He's unplugged his headphones. The twat. it's literally.
I've moved to sit with the boys because I keep looking away from my microphone.
Okay.
It's literally like what we're gonna do, boys. Right, we're gonna pick 3 random words. It's gonna be a type of person.
Uh-huh.
Then it's gonna be an animal, and then it's gonna be a location.
I think that's.
So I don't.
Right, one each. Do one each. Who's doing what?
Oh yeah, because like.
I'll do the location.
this is it, though.
Vietnam.
Okay.
You do the object.
The object. No, can I have the animal first, then I can think of the object.
What? What do you mean?
You give him the animal.
You give
Yeah,
me
and then you
animal.
give the personality type.
Yeah. So hang on. So if it was.
So Vietnam.
Vietnam.
I'm going for monkeys.
Monkeys. Okay.
Hmm.
Blind golf playing monkeys. Vietnam.
See, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing. I
That
like
would be
it.
a
just
cool
bollocks,
show,
isn't
wouldn't
it?
it though?
It's just
No,
bollocks.
it wasn't.
Oh, really?
What did you say?
This it makes me think about these American kind of kids TV shows. They think of some random shit like they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
they phone it in.
we've got
don't they?
cars that transform into robots and fight other robots.
Yeah, but that is the
transform
bollocks.
into
To be
cars.
honest, I'll be honest.
Bollocks in a good way or a bad way.
Good.
Mm.
It's so cool. There's a kid with a watch and he presses buttons on his watch and he becomes different aliens. Ben 10. Isn't
Yeah,
that cool?
Ben 10. Do you know
There's a sponge that lives in the ocean, and he works.
This
at
is
a-
it. They just
They
keep
works
really
at-
do
he
phone
works
it
at a
in, don't they?
Mackey's.
They really phone it in.
I think if we got drunk one day and we could just come up with random
I bet
shit.
that's what they did as well.
Yeah,
I'd be willing to bet money on it.
I bet it is. There's a kid called Dora, and she explores.
She just wanders about.
and then they were like, "Oh, that's a shit idea. Just a kid called Dora." Okay.
All right.
Well, she's
him-
got a bag. Hear me out. She's got a bag that fucking talks to people,
Now we're talking.
and she teaches Spanish to people.
And not only does the bag talk, the map does as well.
Mm.
Oh yeah, well, there's no villain. There's no antagonist. There's a fucking fox. There's a fox, and he fucking swipes things. What's his name? Swiper. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
I love Tom's mind. It's so extravagant.
We did do a whole episode about your mind. Just pick apart your brain.
Fifi and the Flower Tots. Remember them?
I do. You ever see Bernard's watch?
Oh, that does
No.
ring a bell, you know.
No.
It was basically the concept of like being able to pause time with a stopwatch. So he'd press his little button on his clock.
Do you know what? Was the
Um,
dog's bollocks in my
hang on.
eyes?
Go on.
Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men.
Yeah. Can I just
Bars.
say the duos were the best? You got Bill and Ben. They were sick. The
Yeah.
Koala Brothers.
Yeah.
Fucking Koala Brothers. The Bananas in Pajamas.
Yeah.
Hard.
You know what I'm saying? Any more? Any more for any more?
I don't know. I didn't watch much stuff growing up, I'll be honest.
As you not?
Do you ever watch Dip Dap?
No.
Oh, that doesn't. That
Little
sounds
like
familiar.
2D little basically flip,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like TikTok but for 2010.
No.
And yeah, it kept me occupied. I watched Octonauts. Fucking love
Octonauts good. There was a lot. There's a lot of train shows as well. There was Chuggington, Thomas, Underground Ernie. That was cool.
You know, you were talking about.
Have you seen Underground Ernie? No. So it's a guy called Ernie. Okay, this is as cool as it got. There's a guy called Ernie, and he lived in the underground. You know, in London.
He lived in the underground.
Yeah, and the trains would talk to him and stuff.
Yeah, are you sure he wasn't just a homeless man that was on too much?
No,
drugs?
he had an outfit. He had an outfit.
Oh, so he's not homeless. He had an outfit.
Proper underground outfit. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I tell you what. You know, you were asking before about like ideas for our future films.
Mm-hmm.
So for the audio listeners, love you to death. We're all film students in it, and we do a bit of the filmmaking.
A little bit.
I dabble in it. I dabble in the film.
I've made a film.
We're talking about third-year projects, like what we're going to do for our final year at uni. And I was on a project with our good friend Owen at a train yard thing.
Can we have a shout out to Owen Nettle for
Shout out Owen Nettle. Yeah, if anyone wants to follow his Instagram, go and find it. Basically, there'd be there was some model trains in the little gift shop, right? And that brought me back a bit because my granddad used to love model trains, and he had like a whole room of the house dedicated to that. Yeah. So I'd go around and we'd doss about with all the trains, and then when he passed away, it also just went into a suitcase, and I'd get it out every now and then, and I'd just have a little bit of a choo-choo, as we say. And I was thinking, you know, like Thomas the Tank Engine, like old school Ringo Starr voiceover, all that, and that'd make a cool project, I think. Like, you know, building a set.
Well, I thought when I saw the photos from Owen's set, like on Instagram and stuff, I thought it wasn't actually filming trains. For a minute, I genuinely thought this was a model.
Just models.
Yeah, stop motion.
They just had a bit of everything. Yeah, they had a bit of everything.
I'm surprised no one's done like a...
Genuinely.
Because a lot of the films we do they've got very adult themes.
Yeah.
Nobody's done a kid-orientated film.
Well, someone is this year. It's meant to seem like a kids' TV show, but
it's not.
Is it not?
It's a horror thing.
It's not for kids.
No, it's not for kids. But yeah, I see what you mean, like targeted to a child audience.
Yeah, just fucking like do an animated... You know,
I would absolutely love to imagine building a set, like an actual set, like a mini model thing with model trains, like because loads of fucking you see that on YouTube all the time.
Though, isn't it?
It can be, but to be fair, so is like normal set building. Yeah, go on. You think normal set building, like for the shoot studios and things, that's fucking ball-like, but to do it well at least anyway. But I just think having something like that set up in a corner of your house, just in a room somewhere. You could set the cameras up like you would anything else, have it fucking zoomed in as hell, so you could get make it look like it's life size almost, and just do a little voiceover type story.
You know what me and Ollie were looking at for my experimental thing, where he was saying to use that lens, the distorted thing. Yeah. He was saying to use that lens. I can't remember which one it was that distorted it. So he said you get a lot of real things that look like toys. I can't remember what it was called.
Fuck knows.
Hold on. Lens.
I'm gonna move back over there because I have left my phone.
Oh, I
wanted to test out. So for audio listeners,
it was better.
Audio listeners, we've got a room where there's a table that Tom and Jake are sat around, and I was testing out what it's like to have us all sat around the same table, so we're like facing in at the microphones.
It works.
It does work. And then there's a main microphone over where all the audio mixers are, and I'm gonna head back over there because I've left all my stuff over there. So I'll be right back.
I mean, to be fair, we could call it there. It's been an hour. Over an hour.
I mean, what are you enjoying?
The Teletubbies have kids now.
This is what I mean. We're just getting to waffle now, boys.
No, but I reckon we've... Hang on.
Have you seen that?
I reckon we've still got a topic or two in us, maybe, if you want to just do an extra little 15, 20. Get my blood clot headphones on. Right. Let's have a look at my list of topics, because we are getting to the... I feel like an hour is a good time to round it off. I mean, we have literally just hit an hour, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, which is why I was thinking...
Well done, boys.
Well done, boys.
First podcast to success.
Handsome Boys podcast is going well. Has anyone had any really bad experiences on a night out? Go on, Tom. Tom's got a mouthful.
I've had some crazy nights out. I went to Ios in Greece.
What's that?
It's an island, but it's just full of like the nightlife.
Okay.
Like the Ibiza of Greece.
It was the weirdest night out of my entire life.
Go on, talk us
through. So
it
was me and the ex missus, and we got there, and it was great. Chilling on the sun lounge for a bit, and then normal night out, you'll go out about 9, probably, maybe earlier.
Yeah.
And then things are gonna start getting, pubs are getting excited about 10, 11. Clubs are open 11, 12, you're in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The night has begun.
Everything's delayed by 5 hours. So we got there at 9, and there was no one. And we just said, when is it gonna get a bit exciting? Oh, it's gonna be another 3 hours. So we're like, okay. So we were slowly just nursing a pint.
Midnight at a pub?
That's when it gets exciting.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we were slowly sipping pints and stuff, which was boring as fuck. And then this Australian couple come up to us, and they're like, oh, we saw you in the hotel earlier, kind of thing. And I was like, okay, do you want to join us? So it was like this weird double date kind of thing.
Mm.
And I got really drunk really early, and they kept making, like, we went into this one bar, it was called like Slammer or something, and you pay the guy €10 or whatever it is. He puts a helmet on your head, you got to take a shot, then he smacks you around the head with a skateboard, both sides, takes the helmet off, pushes you, and then goes on the next person. You pay for that.
And
That's just abuse.
You paid for someone to hit you with
I
a skateboard.
was so drunk. Literally, I got a vague memory of the Australian pulling my wallet out of my pocket, going, yeah, just paying and then putting it back in and going, yeah, you'll have a go. And I was just looking like, what's going on? So that was my night out in IOS.
Is that all you remember from it?
There's vague memories. There was a silent disco. There was a ball pit bar. Like, you just went in. And you just went in the ball pit and people were coming to you with drinks.
That sounds quite fun.
The best night out I've ever had was in Barcelona. There was a club called Razzmatazz.
Ooh.
Razzmatazz.
Oh my God. We got there. I was with the ex-missus again. We're going in. And then the person who takes your money at the start of the reception goes, you're aware of what tonight is?
Oh.
And we're like,
That's never a good sign.
and we're like, no, not really. I'm like, it's Dino Night.
It's Dino Night.
And we're like, it's Dino Night. It's really, yeah, it's Dino Night tonight.
What the fuck is Dino Night?
And I was like, well, fuck, it's Dino Night. And they went, it's too long to explain. Do you want to come in? And this is the biggest
I'll make
club.
you a cuppa and we'll talk about it.
There was like 3 entrances. It's like a football stadium. There was like 3 entrances into this club. It's a massive club. I'm like, yeah, I'll come to Dino Night. So they give us these.
Stop whispering like that.
They give us
Welcome
these
to
like.
Dino Night.
They give us these big batons with, they say Fireball on the side that light up. And we go in, and they're playing like either Despacito or like classic English American music, like, you know, Carly Rae Jepsen, that kind of bollocks.
Like the naughty
And I was
stuff.
like, yeah, and I was like,
White girl music.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a bit shit, really. We got, they're giving us, you get few free drinks on entrance. Like, this is a bit shit. This is, and I look on the stage, and there was like the dinosaur car from Jurassic Park. I'm like, is that it? Is that it? Is this like Dino Night? This is. I can see why they warned us now.
Dino Night.
Anyway, as soon as it started filling up a bit, like there was loads of Spanish people like going for the pub dancing. I got drunk as per, and then strobe lights start coming up, smoke's coming up from the stage. You know them big inflatable dinosaur costumes?
Yeah.
4 Spanish people come on in inflatable dinosaur costumes with the batons, throwing them at people, and we all dancing, and then the ceiling open. I'm not feeling like ceiling open, and loads of dinosaur balloons came down from the sky.
Dino Night.
It was Dino
It's
Night,
Dino Night.
and everyone was like Dino Night, It was crazy, and I was looking at it. Was incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That sounds. What was this? Razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz in Barcelona. I'll get the videos
Shout
up.
out Razzmatazz in Barcelona.
I'll get the videos up as you guys are
What
talking.
night was Dino Night?
You had to get your receipts on email, so every now and again I get an email from Razzmatazz like, guys,
There's an event on tonight. Do you fancy coming?
it's polar night, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Yes.
So excited, it's gonna be inflatable polar bears. So we need to go Razzmatazz at some point.
Can we?
Yeah, we need to go to Barcelona.
no,
to
we-
No, because it's right by the metro, and the metro takes you from the train station, and you see these people on TikTok. So it's a big club in Barcelona. You fly to Barcelona, get the metro straight to Razzmatazz, go to Razzmatazz,
Go home.
sober up at one of like the little Spanish cafes in the morning,
Yeah.
go home.
Beautiful. It's
I'd
a
be
day
down for
trip.
that.
Genuinely, I haven't left the UK, as in like territory wise, in about getting on for 12 years now.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Is it because of your ankle bracelet?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
For the
no, that's-
reference audio viewers, he hasn't got an ankle bracelet.
For the audio viewers,
For
love you to
reference
death.
audio viewers, he bludgeoned a child. to
For
death,
reference
so-
audio viewers, Tom has just been actually sucked up by the ceiling, so we've lost Tom. Sorry about that.
Turn his mic off.
Wait, Tom, just scream as if you're being like caught away.
No.
Oh no, the ceiling has just reached out to grab Tom.
Oh no.
Oh, he's not commit. Jake, you commit to the bit. Oh, Jake's been grabbed by the ceiling.
I never liked him anyway.
Never liked him anyway.
Yeah, I love backs, so it's alright. Ceiling
No,
people didn't want me.
That's what the review said. No, I went on a holiday when I was about 8 to Bulgaria, and I went skiing, and that was really fun. And then before that, I went to Lanzarote with the fam. I was about 5. And then, they were the last 2 that I remember. I've been to Wales since then. I've been to...
It's Dino Night.
Oh, my God. It's Dino. Oh, it is. Oh, it fucking is as well.
Fucking incredible.
That's mental.
Fucking cool.
That sounds like a story Aidan would tell.
Yeah.
You know, with his whole...
He just drops his law.
No, yeah. What was the best burrito he ever had? It was from a place in Derby called Mexico.
Oh, I don't know.
Have you not heard this story?
It probably has, but...
So remember how his phone wallpaper used to be this burrito? So we were in a TI session, and I asked him about it. I was like, Aidan, why the fuck's your wallpaper a burrito? And he went, best burrito I ever had. It's like, okay, yeah, fair, but like I need more now, I'm in. So
You've invested, man.
Yeah, he turns to me and he's like, yes, this is I was in Mexico. I was like, you went all the way to Mexico? It's like, no, it's a place in Derby called Mexico. Mexican joint. But he said it is the best burrito he's ever had. But he said fuming because I've never found one since, and the place shut down a couple of years ago.
What's the best?
He's just angry about it.
That's devastating.
What's the best night out kind of like place to get food? Like
Round here?
Anywhere you've ever been
I used to love a kebab after a night out, and then I just realised that because I'm a very small boy in terms of weight. I don't weigh anything because I don't eat that much, so I get full very quickly. And then so we'd get a full serve, and obviously you're drunk, so I think, fuck, I'll get the large. I'm really hungry. Have about 4 bites to go. I'm full. Take it home with me because I'm not going to waste it. It's costing me money. And then you wake up the next morning and you go, oh, I've got food from... Oh, it's a kebab.
For me...
Like I'd rather have a pizza or something.
See, I don't do on a night out. I don't do food while I'm out. I'll do in the morning while I'm still, because I won't sleep. In the morning while I'm still awake. We used to, like, me and the lads used to go to my mate Dan's house, just for a piss up, just have a chill apart, get fucking plastered, chat bollocks for a couple of hours, stay up all night, and then we used to take a pilgrimage to Mackey's at 6 a.m. for the breakfast. It was like a 40-minute walk from his house, and we'd all just walk down fucking hanging out of our ass, like half of us still drunk, or at least just coming off like fucking knackered. Just make the pilgrimage down for a Mackey's breakfast, and genuinely nothing beats hangover than a hash brown from Mackey's.
And the fact that you've put the effort into walk there as well.
We used to do it, like, genuinely, it ended up being a bi-weekly occurrence. We used to just go around, get plastered, and walk to Mackey's the next morning.
I'll back that. I don't know. I think a pizza or...
Yeah. Something greasy.
Something greasy and fatty and just...
Something that when you put it into your system should shut down immediately.
Oh, the amount of times that I've cooked myself a steak. Genuinely... The amount of times that I've got home from a night out and I've just thought, I'm not going to bed right now.
I'm having a steak.
I am going in the fridge. I'm putting a steak on the side. And I do it. Listen, no matter how drunk I am, I will cook a steak to perfection because I will leave it on the side to adjust to room temperature. And then I'll go for a wee. Because you know what I'm like. I spend about 20 minutes in there on my phone and then I'll come out. By that point, the steak's cooled down, hasn't it? No, warmed up. My fault. And then I'll have the thing on, put some oil. You know, yeah. And what I'll do is I'll like my steak medium rare. So what I'll do is I'll put it on one side for about a minute, flip it, put some salt on it, flip it again.
I'm loving the sound effects.
And then about half a minute, and then flip it again. And then that's probably me done because I get quite thin steaks. And then stick it on a plate. Put some you get the pan, you tip all the steak juice onto it, and then you slice it right down the middle, and you go, look at that, and it'll be really nice.
What Mum used to do whenever she used to do like grilled steaks or anything was all the meat juices. Whenever she used to make the chips, because she did the chips after, and just leave the steaks in the oven to warm.
Me too.
She used to put it in with just like, even if it's just fucking frozen chips.
Yeah.
Just as a base layer in the pan. Chuck it in the
Genuinely,
oven.
It's the best thing in the world.
Oh man,
my nan did it in gravy. She put it in gravy, then all the potato.
See,
I'm
hungry now, boys.
I'm not sure about gravy. Gravy's a weird one. I like it sometimes. I don't like it other times.
Depends who's making it. I don't like thin gravy. That hurts.
Yeah.
And really thick gravy is just
you need a middle ground. Yeah.
This is it. This is where we are.
We'll speak.
I'm hungry now, boys.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up soon?
Should we make a steak live on the pod?
I think we should.
Yep.
Let's take the pod to my kitchen.
No. Just bring in one of them little barbecue things.
All right. I'm sure they won't mind.
There's no cameras, is there? So it'll be fine.
Yeah, there's a fucking fire
There's
alarm.
a smoke detector, yeah.
Take it out. Be fine.
It's literally right there. But listen, well, on the topic of... well, actually, pick one. Because how long we gone for?
I've got to
Hour
go
and
soon.
20.
I've got work.
Oh, you do as well.
6.
What time you got to go?
When?
It's 4 now.
I've got to be home for 5. So I've got another 15-20 minutes in.
Yeah, I reckon we can go for an hour. We can go
Maximum.
till an hour and a half.
Yeah.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes is fine.
Nights out or luxuries? Pick one.
What do we prefer?
Well, I was going to go on a bit of a ramble
I
about
don't have
something.
luxurious things, but
We'll
it's
do
up to
nights
you.
out then.
It's up to you guys.
Because we were talking about our...
Yeah, keep tonight's out.
Yeah, keep tonight's
Yeah,
out.
man.
One of my... You're talking about your worst night out. One of my worst nights out, because I only really started going out since coming to uni, so it's not really something I'm used to. So then the first summer after my first year at uni, there's not, I'll be honest, there's not, when I say there's not much like nightlife around where I live, there is one club and it's a town away from me. So it's not easy to get to. So I was going to be going with a few mates and they couldn't make it for whatever reason. And I was just like, I'll be honest, I'm fucking bored. Because I like the summer in theory, but then I go home and I realise I've got no mates. Well, not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I end up spending all day just playing games or doing whatever, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I want to have something to look forward to at the end of the week. So I think it was probably a Friday or a Saturday or something like that, and I was like, fuck it, I want to go out, regardless of whether these lot are going or not. I want to go. So I got a lift from someone, and I knew that there was going to be a few people there that I knew of, but they were like from school, hadn't spoken to them in a while, kind of thing. Got there. Stone cold sober, freezing, and
Jesus.
went in because it wasn't. I say freezing, you know, it was summer, but I'd only gone in like a t-shirt and jeans or whatever, thinking like I'm gonna be warm. So you know, I got there because I was sober. I was really cold, and I'll be honest. I realised as soon as I got there, I was like, this is a bad idea. But I affirmed it because they'd done me a favour by driving me there. I was like, realistically, I'm here now. Went in, met with someone who I'll leave unnamed, but we'll call them. Owen. So Owen's a blonde woman, and when I first went in, Owen recognised me. He was sort of like, "Yeah, I'll get you a drink." I admitted to Owen like I'm having this sort of I shouldn't be here kind of feeling because it's like I don't really feel like I belong. I don't have anyone to gravitate to, that kind of thing. And after a while. I had a couple of drinks. I was doing all right. I sort of met up with a few other people who I sort of recognised. But I like, at clubs, I like having people I can gravitate to. Like, one song will come on, and then I'll sort of look them in the eyes, and we won't even have to say anything. You'll get that look of, yes, we're going to go and dance to that song, and you'll go and dance to the song. And then I'm going to go get a drink, people will come with you, that kind of thing. And just not having that felt a bit alien at the time, because I wasn't used to that. And so, got to a point, we'd been there a couple of hours, time sort of flew by a little bit. And, Owen, to my surprise, some other person called Dennis, who was also a blonde woman, told me that Owen had left. I had no idea. So I was just wondering about, I was like, where's Owen? And they're like, oh yeah, Owen's gone. Like, he'd long gone. And basically, it got to the point where I felt a little bit mugged off because I was like, well, there's my lift home gone. I was kind of hoping to, get one with them. And just not really knowing what to do with myself. But bear in mind, it's not even like 2 a.m. Like it's. I'm not saying it's early, but it's like
midnight.
Yeah, it's like midnight, 1-ish kind of. The night's still young, and so I was just sort of like, well, fuck, I'm here now. I'm drunk, like near enough. I'm pissed off because what the fuck am I doing here? And I just kind of didn't really know what to do. And genuinely, I was looking up on Google Maps that I got so bad. I was looking up on Google Maps how long the walk home. Yeah, it's a town across. I'll look it up now, but I'm pretty sure it's like 2.5 hours or something like that to walk it. Let me check now.
Did you do it?
I was genuinely. Do you want to know what stopped me? I didn't have my AirPods on me. So no, genuinely, I'm being deadly serious. If I'd had my headphones on me, I would have filmed it. I would have just left then. Right, hang on. Yeah, right now, it's a just over 2 hours walk basically through like A roads. So you have to just walk along the A road, and
Can you do that?
Huh?
Can you do that?
Well, yeah, no reason why
No
not.
traffic, you'll be fine.
Yeah, But no, I like genuinely. If I'd had my AirPods, I would have just stuck a podcast on or something and filmed it. Like, because why not?
Stuck this podcast on.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I reached into my pocket and I just felt so defeated when I had like just my phone and nothing, like no headphones or anything. And genuinely, like at that point, I was just sort of like, well, realistically, I'm a social boy, and especially when I'm drunk, I'm very chatty. So I went and just talked to the people who the people I knew of from school and stuff. And then, long story short, I ended up bumping into a guy who knew Dennis from school, and then I was sort of like, oh, I live this way, and he was like, oh, I live around there too. Do you want to just get, I can
get a taxi back?
Yeah, I'll get a taxi. We'll drop you somewhere nearby. I was like, yeah, that works for me. Only had to walk about 15 minutes from where I got dropped off. Went straight to bed. Just it wasn't a bad night in the sense
just a weird one.
It was just really miserable. And then
I'll tell you what is fun. Go on. No, you go first. Finish.
No, I was just gonna go on to then say like I said, I think my favourite nights out. Me and Aidan have spoke about it a few times because you got Mosh Monday, and Mosh is shit, and everyone knows it's shit.
Mosh is awful.
Yeah, but there's a Mosh.
What's Mosh?
So Mosh.
In Derby.
There's one in Derby and there's one in Leicester, and I don't know if there's any more. But basically, it's a club, and it's very much targeted to uni students. And I've got a couple of mates who've been to the Leicester one. Aidan's been to the Derby one before. And every single time we're on a Monday, it's like, I just want to do something. It's like, Mosh Monday. Because obviously, on a Monday night, you don't expect many people to be at clubs.
Yeah.
And we've never done it, but I do really want to, because it's basically like, some people go to Mosh because they genuinely enjoy it, and then other people go there for like the joke of the fact that, fucking hell, we're at Mosh. Like, where's our life gone? And I don't know, I think going doing something like that with the right group of people is
just a good laugh.
Yeah, that's what I think I just go out with the wrong people a lot.
I think this is it.
Smithy.
I think
Nah.
my two, I'm going to whistle stop tour to my night out things. So Jake, you can get onto your night out if you've not got a night out story. I don't know. But basically, me and my mate Danny, we do this thing where we suit up. So we essentially put suits on, full suits.
Oh, you've mentioned, yeah.
And we'll go, what city do you want to go to today? And we'll just go like Manchester, Nottingham, Derby, wherever. We did it in Congleton once.
Oh my God.
We'd literally just go to a random city, dressed in a suit, and get into like bars for free.
You did one in Nottingham.
The Nottingham one was great.
Do you want to save that for a future episode?
We can save the Nottingham one for a future episode, but it's incredible.
You'll have to come back.
To my own podcast.
No, I'm talking to the audio listeners.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to come back. But yeah, that's so much fun. And then, and I need to do it again. And then the other thing that was crazy on a night out, we were in Derby. I was in Derby. And we were like, oh, I don't know where to go, because everywhere is shit in Derby on a night out. So we're like, oh, we'll go Pop World.
Surely there's somewhere good to go.
No. There's Mosh, Moo Moo's, and Pop World. That's it. Pop
Go Swad.
So we were like,
let's go Swad.
So we were like, okay, let's just go Pop World. So we went Pop World. And there was me. Danny had gone back to his accommodation, so it was me, my mate Ethan, and then Danny's flatmates. So we were all dancing, whatever, going for it. And then this big like rugby guy came up and started like shouting at Ethan. And I was like, this is a bit, I don't know what's going on. And then started shouting at Danny's flatmates, and I assumed it was like their friend or something. So I was just there dancing. What had actually happened, Ethan had accidentally shoved the rugby guy, accidentally like tapped him. And the rugby guy thought we were all up for a fight. And it's they were all shouting and everything. So I was like looking and waving, just like, talk, it's like nodding. That ABBA Mega Mix was on, guys. I was in my element. So I was going for it. And then the guy pointed at me like that. And then I was like,
doing a little bit of a stance.
A little bit of a stance, a little bit, put my arms up. But he thought I was putting my fists up at him.
Yeah.
So he was like shouting at me again. And so I leant in and I said, whatever do you mean? And then before I could finish, whatever do you mean? He headbutted me. Never been headbutted before. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Started strangling me. And then he was like waltzing me across the dance floor, but strangling me. It was quite romantic. We had Dancing Queen on. Other than the fact that I couldn't breathe, it was quite an exciting adventure. And then security got him out and all this kind of stuff, and we got kicked out. But yeah, that was my little night out. That was crazy.
That sounds quite nice.
Thank you. Derby's a weird night out.
I want to go on a night out in Derby. If it's genuinely that miserable.
Take Aidan with us.
Yeah.
I want to go on a night out with you guys.
I really want to.
And me on a night out, I'm incredible.
I'm
got
better.
Some stories. Oh.
No, I don't know actually.
I got some great. Nottingham's a great night out.
Yeah.
Nottingham. There's a buzz called Red Arrow, and it's like £7, and it takes you to Derby, and then you can come back.
You live like
here,
local to here, don't you?
Yeah. I just ventured.
I've been speaking to Smithy a little bit about the idea of like getting like over summer and things. Any of us who are sort of within a car journey away from each other, having like booking a hotel in a city that's like in the middle of all of us and just having a good time.
And we
like
suit
that.
up. And we suit up.
Well, Aidan was telling me about what like some of his mates. I don't know if he's ever done it, but some of his mates do the whole like list of cities, and then you spin the wheel. Whichever one it lands on, you go to there for that night.
I said we do with me better. We get a dartboard.
Yeah.
Just get a load of cities on a dartboard.
No, map of England, bang.
Yeah.
Ends up in Lancaster or something like that. It's like,
But it
fuck
can
it,
be
we're
really
going,
shit and we get swats.
we're going Lancashire, yeah. Bro, there is nothing in Swan. There is no. Why have we got this idea that there's stuff to do in Swan? There's fuck all in Swan.
We get Ireland, like, boys, I'm not being funny.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere in England. But go on, Jake. Have you got any fun stories from nights out?
Not really. I mean, I don't go out much as you do, but I used to do a pub quiz every now and then.
Oh, I love a pub quiz.
And one of the first nights I went to the pub quiz down at the Smokehouse. It was called the Smokehouse. Like a Indian place, but they did a pub quiz on a Tuesday. Anyway, so I'd been down in. I don't know if you've ever had Rattler.
Yeah, the cider.
Yeah. So it's just a cider. Me thinking like 4%. You know, I'm not a big drinker.
Okay,
I'm not a big drinker. Me, it's 6. So I downed 7 of them, not thinking. Not as like 6. I was like bollocks. It's not that much of an increase, but still.
Yeah.
So absolutely fucking hanking. Still smashing the pub quiz, by the way. My mate is fuming about the film quiz, the film section.
Oh god.
Because it was like you have to guess you have basically on your app on your phone, you have a A to Z, and then it will come up with like what's the name of this blank. And the second you bang. So the film one was film themes. It was The Godfather. I'd clicked it genuinely within nanoseconds of it starting. He was dead confident he got first, and then when our team come on the board, he'd be fuming about it. Anyway, fucking been down in these rattlers, but lads, I'm not being funny. I'm not well. Go down the stairs past the smoking area to the toilet. Before I even get into the toilet, I'm already thrown up.
Yeah.
I didn't even make the sink. Didn't even make the toilet. It was in the stall door.
Do you throw up a lot when you get drunk?
If I'm fucking slaughtered, yeah.
Because the only times I've ever thrown up when I've been drunk have been when I tactically do it to get some out of my system.
No, me, if it's I've got to be fucking slaughtered to do it. Yeah, so got to the front, fucking done that. So my mate comes downstairs, Jimmy, who drives, and he's like, lads, I'm not being funny, I think you need to go.
Yeah.
So comes back up. I've walked back up the stairs to the smokehouse, ordered a wrap on my way out. So, because my mate stayed, he was like, lad, your wrap came to the table. He was like, did you eat it? I was like, yeah. I was like, well, cheers. So somehow ordered a wrap on the way out. Jim, who is very protective about his car, was like, you're not fucking throwing up in my car. Yeah. Rolls the window down, gets me to just stick my head out the window like a fucking dog.
The
whole way back. Got home, and my mum took a photo of it.
I respect that.
Got back home, and I'm sat in the living room, and I genuinely can't hold my head up. I'm that gone. My mum took a photo of it. It was then like, bollocks, I need to be sick again, but I also need a shit. So go to my downstairs bog, sat on the genuinely butt-ass naked with the door wide open.
Oh my god.
Because I'm too pissed to shut it. My head in the sink while I'm on the shitter. And my mum, I was like fucking 17 at this point. My mum was like, do you need any water? I was like, don't fucking come into that hallway. I'm butt-ass naked. The door's wide open. I ain't shutting it because I can't be arsed. Slept on the toilet the whole night.
Really?
With the door open, yeah.
Oh my god.
I was
fall
fucking
asleep on a toilet?
Bro, I was so drunk.
I can't even fall asleep in like the comfiest places.
Might be the most plastered I've been.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I do want to like at some point in a controlled environment. I want to like try and get a fun experience from like having not necessarily a drink off, because obviously you've got different levels to it, but just how drunk can you get?
How drunk can a human? No,
not even a human, but like let's just like in a controlled environment. I don't know where you
not even a human.
What?
You just said not even a human.
Not like any
what
human.
Are you gonna get?
Us lot.
I was gonna say, I thought, we can do it with anything. We can do it with dogs.
Yeah, I just think like it'd be really fun to have and like a controlled environment where you got some tunes on, you got some booze, and it's just kind of like let's just drink and see what happens, and then you stop when you want to, but also it's a case of like you're not going to get kicked out of anywhere because there's no fucking bouncers or anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You drink until you just feel like it. I just think that'd be really, because the sensation of being drunk is fun in the right environment.
Has anyone been to the clubhouse in Castle yet?
No. The what?
I'll take you to the clubhouse in Castle.
Please do. Whenever
you're free.
I'm free now.
I've got work.
Yeah, I want to go on more nights out with like different people.
I am a seasoned night outer. I go out every week pretty much, nearly.
I don't go
Where
out
do you
much.
go? If you can't say on the podcast, then
You never know.
Yeah.
I don't know who's listening.
yeah, exactly.
But I've got some. We could do a podcast just with stories.
That's
about
what I
me,
want to do.
And then about my friends. My friends have some great.
That's what I want
don't
to
wanna
do.
dob
Can
them
we
in,
get
but
some of them on?
Things have happened. Pardon?
Can we get some of your mates
Probably,
on?
yeah.
I'd love to do that.
I got a guy called Chicken Tom. Chicken Tom. Oh my god, on that.
God bless Chicken Tom.
Well, I'll tell you another day. But honestly, night out whenever you guys are free. This isn't even going to be in the podcast. This is just an advert for me now.
I'm leaving it in.
Oh, okay. What? Night out at some point.
Definitely.
Let
Because
me know.
you don't go on nights out.
I don't go out that
much.
often.
But
Jay, you need to.
I can do it.
You don't dislike it.
No, because for me, like a night, chilling out on a night for me is I'll go and get stoned and just chill in my house, watch a bit of TV, do whatever.
I'd
rather
rather
do that than go out and get fucking slaughtered.
I'll be honest.
Get me in the right mindset. Like, for example, what you were saying about we book a hotel and just fuck off somewhere.
Yeah.
I could do that quite easily, but I'm not a every weekend we're going out sort of thing. Fuck that.
I'm still sort of in two minds about it. I really enjoy doing it, but like again, right people, right place, that kind of thing.
This is it. I found the right people. Consistently use the right people.
I'm still struggling to
Every
find
week.
the right people.
Come on, night out with me.
Yes, please.
But this is the thing, because I used to go on loads of different nights out with loads of different people every week, and I was like, what if I combine them all?
Yeah. Well, that's
And
what
it's the weirdest thing, because like,
over summer.
there's like my work mates, there's like mates I've done like shoots for, like bands and stuff,
Yeah.
like clients. I've got like mates from college, mates from high school. None of them know. I'm like the one they all know
The glue.
and everything. But I like kind of like step back and let all these different kind of
that's what I want to do.
opinions and what's it. And I'm like, this is
Because
incredible.
I've
this is the
got
best crossover episode
I've got
of
my
life.
mates from back home, and then I've met a couple of Smithies now because of a shoot we did last week. And I've said to him, realistically, our whole lives we've only lived about half an hour away from each other. Let's just bring them all together and go on a night out. That seems really fun.
It's so much fun.
We'll do that at some point.
Showing it there.
I think so. Shut up, Bob.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much to anyone who has listened this far. Hey, if you've listened this far,
Give yourself a pat on the back.
give yourself a pat on the back because you're a fucking... Right, first off, you're a fucking loser. Go and do something
You
with
can
your
have a
life.
smooch from us.
Yeah, I'll give you a kick. Mwah. Go on, Tom. But yeah, genuinely, thank you very much for listening if you still are.
Tune in for episode 2 that won't happen.
Listen, we could do some more. I would be up for it.
Why did you say could? It shouldn't be we will do some
Yeah,
more.
we'll do some
no,
more.
You
Yeah,
don't
we will.
seem, if
We
you
will.
don't seem happy about
No,
it, I
we
won't
will. I'm
do
up for it.
Yeah.
I'm really up for it. I'm assuming this one's gone well. You're listening to this, but yeah.
It will be better the other ones will, because we'll have topics.
And we'll know what we're doing.
And we'll know what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll get used to it.
I know now if I want to scream, I got to go further away from the mic, and then it doesn't
She'll
peak.
do a scream check.
Yep.
Go on.
Ah!
Yeah, that's all right.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers,
And
guys.
so,
Wait, do a
yeah.
whisper. Hey, guys. Hello. Hiya. Right. Thanks ever so much for listening to this episode.
Thank you for listening to the podcast.
All right, we're cutting it there. But genuinely, thank you for listening, and catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.